Hey everybody, what's up? It's Chris. I'm back playing more Modern. This is a modern competitive Modern League on MTGO with this green-based V2 Ghazi combo deck. So the intention is to kill with Inkmoth Nexus basically by either sticking an Awakening of V2 Ghazi on it or alternatively using Kessig Wolfrun. You have Primeval Titan to search up the combo. You have Renin 6 to rebuy your Nexuses. You have Blossoming Defense and Repudiate to protect them. And then some ramp, Sylvan Scrying to find them. Primal Command and Eternal Witness is literally the most fun you can have with clothes on, because you just keep putting your opponent's lands back on top of their deck and finding another witness and going again, and it's miserable to play against. So hopefully we get to do that. Yeah, the sideboard also has quite a fun transformational package of Tooth and Nails, a Xenagos, and an Emrakul. For those of you who weren't playing Modern in like 2013 or something, this is like a fringe combo deck then, where you cast Tooth and Nail, put these two into play, and win target game. It's pretty cool. Most of the sideboard is just protection, to be honest. The deck is untested. This is its first outing. I'd say 95% of what I have in front of me was Jamie's idea. I've made a tiny handful of changes. I decided I wanted Birds of Paradise over Noble Hierarch. I appreciate that he wanted the Nobles because they're the 10th point of infect if you put V2 Ghazi on a Nexus. But I decided being able to cast Renin 6 was more important, although I could be wrong on that. So apologies if I've stitched you up there, Jamie. And I've added Fire Spouts to the sideboard in place of some graveyard hate. He had 4 Leyline of the Voids, which I didn't believe were castable. So I suppose you could name black with Sprawls maybe, but I decided that bit of creature interaction that, you know, for example, Fire Spout, if you play it off of 2 lands and a Bird of Paradise, it can be a one-sided Wrath. So there's some fun to be had there, hopefully. But yeah, this is basically my buddy's list. It is ambitious and it is probably nonsense, and we're going to have fun playing it. So let's see what on earth happens here. Apologies if you came here looking for like ultra strategic content, playing Jund and, you know, Dredge and all these tier 1 decks. This is tier fun, which is, you know, probably a nice way of saying tier 4. But let's have them. I reckon the bar is 1 match win. If we win 1 match, I'm happy. If we win 2 matches, I'm retiring because it ain't getting better, is it? Die roll could be beneficial as a combo deck. We are going to risk this. I am deeply worried about Field of Ruin. If that was a basic forest, I'd be feeling far safer. But it is what it is. Let's see what we're up against. Maybe Jund, maybe Mardu, maybe Grixis. This feels awful Jundish to me. Well, they're probably at least not too confident with what we're doing, which is reassuring because I certainly am not. I'm not totally confident that was a keep, to be honest. If we top deck a fetch land, it's going to look pretty good. Woo-hoo-hoo! That was a good draw. Your go, opponent. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana next turn. I think I'd rather not just V2 Ghazi a random land. Oh, Dismember. You got it, boss. It does slow us down somewhat, but I don't really care. That's quite large. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 6 mana. I'm fine with whatever they decide to do. The nice thing is we don't need a Nexus anymore because they've done so much damage to their own life total. We can just stick Vitu-Ghazi on a random forest and it's still lethal. I assume. 9/9's usually a lethal. It seems likely to me they do a couple more points to themselves. That's very beneficial that I get to untap with Wrenn and 6. Maybe they have 2 Street Wraiths, maybe not. Doesn't look like it. Wow. Opponent's hand sucks, to be honest. It's fine. We have all the manas. I think I just have to try and kill him. Oh, it does have haste though. I'm wondering about Field of Ruining this. Cuts them off red. How worried am I about red? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we can Titan next turn, or we can Awakening of Vitu-Ghazi and untap land. I'm going to play Field of Ruin and pass, because this lets me either field them or Awakening on their end step, untap and try and kill them. We're not doing anything about the 2 damage. So I think I'm going to field this. The reason being that they can't Stubborn Denial of Titan, so this feels like a more solid plan. May I untap, please, opponent, or are you K-commanding me? Snap. Presumably bolting me or bolting themselves. Not bolt themselves. Bolt me, sure. So the reason for this is that they cannot Stubborn Denial of Titan. I'm going to get a Kessig Wolfrun and an Inkmoth Nexus, I think. I can't imagine they've got a way to kill a Titan in their deck right now. I'm trying to think what might be in their hand other than Stubborn Denials, which they haven't had a chance to cast. Maybe Inquisitions. Okay, they take my Awakening, which is sad, but we've got so much power and we've got a Trampoline Titan that we probably can kill them. Yeah. I'm going to attack. See what they do. They probably have to put a ton of toughness in front of it. Wolfrun for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is available. So it's an awful lot like they're dead, unless they can hurt themselves. I think I may have accidentally clicked through the damage step. Ah, that's how Death Shadow works. Okay. That's embarrassing. I fucked that up. But we should still be able to kill them next turn. It's just really stupid of me. Please don't have fucking... what's it called? The trample thing. TBR. Okay, that's fine. That doesn't kill me. Might kill them. Oh, dismember. That does kill me. God damn, I blew that one. If I'd just used Wolf Run the previous turn instead of getting confused. Well, that's my own fault. Veil of Summer seems great. These are basically... these repudiates are to, like... to counter Field of Ruins and stuff, which they don't have. I'm wondering what we want. Fuck it, we'll play the one, like, random value... no, we won't. We'll probably play one Surgical. I was going to say we might play one Xenaghost, because I didn't have anything else I wanted to bring in, but... one Surgical, given that they're a Snapcaster K-Command deck, is probably better. Plus, if we can randomly kill a Death Shadow and just take them all out, that's really nice. Same goes for snaps, like we might be able to Ren and 6 down a Snapcaster and then strip them. Although, they don't normally play 4 snaps, do they? They normally play like 2, so maybe that's not a good play. We'll see. We'll see. I have... if you weren't already aware, excuse my yawning, this is a low expectation stream. We are... oh, target player gains 7 life. Oh, there's some fun to be had there. Oh, I look forward to killing 2 Death Shadows in that one. Come on, opponent, hurry up, you're being a coward. What the fuck does this do? Not very much. Is it a mulligan? Probably. This is better. I'm expecting this thing to die. Damn. They'll probably take my Witness because it's very good. And we are sad. Try and fuck their mana up. Because they have quite specific colour mana requirements. Like, they're trying to cast lots of 1 mana spells. Stuff. That's stuff. Okay, you'll go. Well, my plan to Field of Ruin them to hell isn't very good, but we can cut them on red in a minute. They don't normally play a mountain. They take my Primal Command, which is a pain because it would be good in this matchup, but I honestly think Ren might just beat them unless they have like a Death Shadow. Looks like they've got a fish. They appear to be delving. Well, we have time. You can beat fish. Although it will kill our Ren. So the plan is very simply to Field of Ruin them to oblivion. Play like mono green control until we draw a massive threat. Because their next 5 damage is probably going at Ren, isn't it? If we're honest. And they've got no more non-basics. Oh, sorry, no more basics. It's usually one of each. Okay, fine. I suppose they've decided there's no point having it in their hand because they've no red for that bolt anyway, but pretty rogue. Let's see how well the mono green control plan works. Please not a land. Well, that is a good land, but I'm just sticking with the plan. We've got like 2 more turns to draw something. Knock yourself out, opponent. Hopefully their hand is all K commands and Liliana of the Veils and stuff they can't cast. That would be satisfying. Yeah, we have now 2 draw steps. That is a proper card. Right, how do we do this? I somehow thought I only had 5 mana and I had 6, and if I hadn't played that tapped, if I'd played a forest instead, we'd have been in much better shape. But I'm going to try and trade with the Snapcaster, if I get the chance, and then witness back the Primal Command and go from there. See what happens. That's bold. That's pretty good. That does make my life tough. We've got Nexus to block with. Wow. We drew it anyway. And we can still block with Nexus, so... I'd better gain 7 and search for a creature. I think. No, we're not dead. Okay. Let's see what's going on. We'd probably get this thing killed before we get to block, would be my assumption. They might let us block, please. They did let us block. This keeps us alive if it resolves. It's tenuous, but it does keep us alive. Okay. Well, they're probably just going to combat. Hopefully their hand is all red. That would make me happy. At least we're shrinking their fish. It's a good feeling. We might be able to eat their fish with something mediocre soon. Wow, that's big. This is annoying, because the Nexus would have killed them. I suppose I could technically have made a chump blocker for the Shadow, but it's just not smart. Okay, next try. Next try. Come on. One match. That's all I ask. One match. Not even... I'd be happy with a game, honestly. Considering it's an experimental first draft of a deck that may or may not even exist. And it's not like the people experimenting are, you know, we're not Hall of Famers or legendary deck builders, we're like random scrubs. So, sorry Jamie, you're grouped in with me in the scrub bracket. I think we have to do better. I think we have done better. We do need some acceleration though. We can't expect to like just be allowed freely to do a very slow combo kill. That's not really how Magic works. Ooh. We certainly don't have much time. Are they really going to Force of Negation this? Seems weird. They are not. Okay. The field seemed good here because we can either cut them on blue because they don't play basic island, or get a Nexus if they play a Okay, we can't cut them on blue. Ah, we can because they were foolish. No, we can't. Everything I say is a lie, and it's not on purpose. These fire spouts in the sideboard are looking good. That's a really good draw. We can block if we must. Nexus. Not blocking. Do what you can, opponent. Yep. Okay, we are dead next turn. That's a helpful draw, I guess. Yeah, we have to threaten some blocks. We can block all three of their Infectors this turn if required. But that's just not a winning line, is it? I don't know. I don't know. This, yeah, doesn't feel great. Yeah, that felt bad. Oof. We can't beat that. We literally cannot beat that. Wrens are going to be fucking amazing. We just need to get them. I think I just want those. Let's go with this. I would like to play first. We have to keep this. It's our like nut draw. So if you've never played like mono green devotion before, you should lead on the Arbor Elf when you have both, because then you can untap the sprawled land next turn, make 4 mana. So in this case we'll probably fetch Witness, get back the fetch. Something of that ilk. They appear to have a slower hand, which is comforting. So we have an absolute shit ton of mana next turn. We've got 7 mana next turn, so we can... Can we do more than that? I don't think so. 8 mana next turn. So I was going to say we can, like... Titan... We're probably going to Titan for a Wolf Run and a Nexus and try and kill that way. Okay. Need to land you control. Okay, that's good. Target creature, so they can spell Spellskite my Wolf Run, which is irritating. They might just be dead, you never know. That's a scary card. I would love a Wrenn and 6. Let's get that last Stomping Ground out. Oh, we can... What the fuck does that let us do, even? I'm not sure. I'm going to start by attacking them with the Titan. See if they block. Create a token that's a copy of target creature you control. Counter target activated or triggered ability. So we can't, because they can just spell Sky over and over down to 0 life. We have to be a bit careful there. My intention is to Wolf Run at the end of their not to Wolf Run, to Awakening at the end of their turn. That's not normally how turns where you die begin. So maybe we get another turn, which might be all we need. Scale up. Okay, maybe it is how we die. We're not blocking. Okay, that's good. I'm going to get this. I'm going to try and do this now to make myself feel safer. The reason for this is that they're going to put themselves to 8 now. Okay, good. Because we had them dead by regular or infect damage that way. I'm not changing anything. We just have to... honestly, I think our best draw by far is Renin 6. So we have to try and get a... Yeah, a turn 2 Renin 6, basically, is the dream. Start pew-pewing their shit. This is rubbish. On account of having no lands. There's some high-level strategy for you. This is acceptable. I'm going to lead on the Arbor Elf because if they've got a Dismember in their hand or whatever, I'd prefer they Dismember the one that can't block as many things. I don't know if that's even true though, because Field of Ruin can deal with stuff. Oh, just give me a Renin 6 deck. That's all I ask. Renin 6. That is not a Renin 6. This also has the upside of if we draw a Sprawl, we get to go nuts. Spellskite again. Coward. They fetched untapped. Start stone raining them. Might have been correct to save this for a what's it called? A Nexus, but I couldn't resist the value of getting to use all my mana this turn really efficiently. Okay. None of those have infect. Please don't have a blighted agent. I feel like if they had a blighted agent, they'd just have cast it by now. Yeah, I'll take 2. I do love attacking with Spellscry. I find it very funny. Good work, opponent. We're doing the one thing that we can do, which is to make a giant land that can attack and then cast Blossoming Defense twice and hope they're dead. Yeah, that's fine. I'll take 3. Or will I? No, I will. I want to do everything at the last minute. Okay. I think opponent is massively over sideboarded, which is easy to do with a combo deck, but not necessarily forgivable, is it? Matto the Sea. Not forgivable at all. You got it. Okay. That is 13. We are on 14, and I think we have a small chance to win this turn. Attack for 10. No! I don't understand the interface. I thought... Oh, fuck's sake. Well, we have a blocker. I'm going to make an extra blocker. And lick my wounds. Fuck's sake. Sorry about that. We should have killed them. When they declared... I thought that we were still in blocks, because this thing had blocks illuminated. They must have a pump. This is very frustrating because, you know, we should have won the game. And therefore the match. I forgot we'd taken a game off them. Oh! Chris, you're not very good. For those of you who are new to the channel, that type of thing just happens. Get used to it. Magic Online is a shit interface. I'm shit at it. It's not my fault. I mean, it is because I'm using the software and I just did that, but it's not my fault. Let's go with... Let's blame the Tories. And, you know, who else is a popular scapegoat these days? The Tories, Jose Mourinho. I don't know. There's lots of people that everyone enjoys blaming. Let's chalk it up to one of them. Oh, an opponent. Keep winning die rolls. Keeps giving us our least shit chance. This is one of those hands that does precisely 0 if we get our Wrenn and 6 Thoughtseize, but if it doesn't, then we're pretty golden. Red. Being able to cast a Planeswalker off one land is a bit of a joke. Oh, Field of Ruin and Wrenn and 6. Woohoo! Oh, mama. It's looking real good. I'm just going to F6. No. Right. My hope is they don't use the map until my turn. And we can repudiate it, which would be hysterical. But we have to do this. I highly doubt they're too motivated by playing against Wrenn and 6 Field of Ruin. They timed their thing, which is very upsetting. They got another mine, okay. I'll go get that back. And hope to snipe something with Repudiate. Could be pretty funny if we get a chance. Yep. One, two, three, four, five. So next turn, I'm just gonna bully them. I'm just gonna Primal Command. Start going up. I do like the idea of repudiating their O-Stone when they go to pop it. And so I need to not tap out of that once they cast it. Just realised I can't do a thing yet. I have to make a land drop. Well, we're not getting tronned particularly fast, which is nice. Okay. The only way we lose is if they have Tron next turn, so I need to play around it. Probably involves this. This isn't really doing our cool combo though, but it kind of is a combo, because making your opponent miserable is a combo. I don't know why they haven't just ghost quartered my forest with a sprawl on it, but there's his tower, sure. So my plan now is to Awakening and hold up Repudiate. I'm pretty sure this blows up all non-lands. So it... Oh, I should have played the Nexus. That was bad. They'll still be dead in 2 hits. 3 hits, whatever. So I can Emblem Ren, get Primal Command, and just go nuts. In a minute. I don't know why they're playing on like they are dead any way I choose. I just need to enact the plans. Feels like it might be a good matchup. Main deck Ren and Field of Ruin. Main deck Ron. Maybe our opponent is in a glass case of emotion. The Ron in question is Burgundy, for those who haven't seen Anchorman. Ron Burgundy is a very funny character. Getting drunk and yelling Anchorman quotes at each other was a huge part of male bonding when I was about 18. I don't know if it still is. I imagine it's been replaced with this generation's comedy of choice, but basically if you wanted friends, you just had to yell Anchorman quotes at each other loudly. Good, isn't it? Opponent is tanking. I don't know what they're tanking about. I'm operating under the assumption their entire hand costs 6 or more. And their best possible turn is Tower plus Pop O-Stone. And I'm quite looking forward to repudiating the O-Stone, as if Repudiate is a modern playable card. Just like it's the most natural thing in the world. Karn, eh? Don't think that matters. Yep. Why didn't they play the tower? I don't know. Maybe it's just fear of Field of Ruin. Oh, hang on. Let's cancel that. I think I targeted the wrong land. Target that. Good. That was brutal, and I enjoyed it. And fuck you, Tron. Do I just want to go full combo is the question. Do we want to play Tooth and Nail as well? Thing is, it wasn't the combo package that really mattered that game. It was the nonsense. And I liked the nonsense. I'm doing it mainly for mine and hopefully Jamie's amusement. So if this appears to be strategically heinous, go away. Boom. Look at that curve. Boom. Right. Is this a winning hand? Got mana. Can stifle an expedition map. Hang on, they're on the play. Yeah, it probably can, because they usually do it end of turn and they haven't seen the repudiates. So I'm hoping they're leaning on a map. Yes, good decision, opponent. Oops. There we are. We just don't want them to pop the map on their turn. We want them to do the normal Tron thing of, oh, pass the turn. Most Tron players are very good at autopilot, as is this one. I fucked this up. I had to name green with the sprawl. Fuck. Fuck. Can't believe that. Come on, Chris. We've got like fuck all red in the deck as well. That was ridiculous. I'm going to lose the game because of that. Please don't Khan my forest. Pretty please. Okay. How do I beat the lattice? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I can just top the Khan. Make them shuffle. It's not very good though. Liquid metal coating. Piss. Well, they can't do much with that right now. It's so egregious that Khan is one-sided. It's like disgusting. Get to play it in your mostly artifacts deck like it's the most natural thing in the world. Yeah, I'll scoop this one up. We'll get them in game 3, and I need to just be a bit better at Magic. Keep the spice. Do you know what? If I'm playing Field of Ruin, the Surgicals should be in 100%. This is like the worst sideboarding any human has ever done. In fact, this is amongst the worst Magic anyone has ever played. Loads of mana. Does loads of mana matter? That can find 2 fields. It might be a bit slow. My entire plan is to disrupt their mana and hope it's good. Okay, that's not too scary either. Well, it might be. It might just mean they've got natural Tron. You never know, do you? That's the bloody problem. It's quite helpful that they F6'd, because they could have cracked their star if they needed to draw a card. They might not have needed to. Looks like they did, which makes me happy that they F6'd, I guess. Scry for a Tron piece. A mine, sure. Should not have closed that. That's still in their hand. It's pretty fun. Well, we've got a 10-turn clock and mild disruption, plus several fairly memey win cons. Looks like we are fielding this turn, because we don't have much choice. More mana is always good. See what they search for. Probably a replacement mine. A power plant, okay. Maybe they have another mine in hand. Would be sad if they did. They sort of do. I have to do this. Put target non-creature permanent on top of its owner's library. What creature can I get? Or I can shuffle their graveyard back in, which would effectively shuffle away the land I had topped. Seems a bit better. Next turn we'll have 6 mana. I did consider the idea of casting Tooth and Nail without Entwine as well, but which would mean we'd just need to draw a land and then I could stick an Emrakul into play and hope for the best. Yeah, that's all we knew about. Okay. We are making some headway. Okay. One, two, three, 11. So basically we're good against most things except for... We're good against most things except for Wormcoil Engine this way. Like if they have like a Planeswalker, I think we're fine. And this is obviously operating under the assumption they have Power Plant. Which they do, okay. Like, I hope they just play Khan, minus on something, and I just make a giant token and a giant land and then kill them with the Wolf Run. Maybe if they get a Khan, they might even minus on my Stomping Ground, turn off my Wolf Run and Stomping Ground and red mana in one swoop. That would be a good play, but it doesn't really play around the Awakening, which I'm not sure how conscious of it there will be. This is like a Thragtusk, maybe? Don't really want to have to play against Wurmcoil Engine. Yeah, you got it. Bit annoying, but beatable. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we can almost tooth and nail with Entwine as well. Arbor Elf plus this on a forest is also quite amusing because it gives it like pseudo vigilance. We have 0 Field of Ruins left, and that's fine. They presumably pop their map, go and get another power plant, whatever. We didn't have a lot we could do about that. I suppose I could have waited on the field, but not really because of wanting to cast the Titan as well this turn. Well, I think we can beat most things that aren't Ugin. And we're actually not that bad against Ugin. Like, we can finish it off with the land and Wolf Run, but we will have to trade our land for the Wurmcoil. And losing the Elf means we... Oh no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, we know we do still have 9 for the Tooth and Nail. We can beat quite a lot of things except for Ulamog, I guess. I'm fairly often find myself in a position where I'm dead to Ulamog. Let's see what they minus on. I assume the 10-10, but it could be the Titan. If they hit my hand, I'll be amazed and sad. Okay. Don't care. I think we win. They can't attack. Cool. Let's do something fun. Yay! 1 match win! That's mission accomplished. Let's keep trying. Come on, 2 match wins. 2 match wins. That would be a coup, spelled with a P. I have a Spanish friend called Jorge, who I love very much. And when Jorge was in England, we were playing Kaladesh Standard with the energy deck, and he called it Confiscation Cup for like 6 months, and I didn't correct him because I found it funny. So there you go, that's my coup MTG story, is Confiscation Cup with a Spanish accent. It's adorable. It's particularly cruel considering he came to the UK to try and enhance his English because he wanted to, you know, improve his like English speaking qualifications, and obviously I just let him say cup for 6 months because I'm a helpful friend who puts his own amusement ahead of everything else. We keep winning die rolls, which I keep finding helpful. Right, this is very close to a good hand. I think I have to keep it because if I get to untap with my Arbor Elf, then I can cast Scrying for a fetch, cast the other Arbor Elf, and then Wrenn the next turn. And there's always the tiny chance I just draw a fetch. And then the rest of the hand is gas. This looks an awful lot like Ponza, these opening turns, so... Vile, nice. Fetch land. Doesn't matter. Oops. Still getting used to using Arbor Elf on MTGO. It's an awkward card to use. I highly doubt when Jamie made this list he was anticipating using the Scrying just to get basic forest in a roundabout way. I wonder if opponents confused about me getting Wooded Foothills rather than the Stomping Ground, or if they know that probably means Wrenn and 6. This is Champion followed by Thalia's Lieutenant. I'm a bit sad, but I might get to snag something with the Wrenn, which would be nice. Thalia, eh? That's fine. That bitch is dead. So the nice thing about this is they are going to be encouraged to attack into the Wrenn and 6. And I might be able to block plus Blossoming Defense, which would be pretty great. Please God, don't have a 2-drop. They've got a 2-drop. And what's more, this means their champion is too big for me to ping as well. But they were always going to respond to the Wrenn with that, so it's not really a massive shock. The Meddling Mage is just a Grizzly Bear at the moment. Probably sack the canopy. Okay. We are doing quite a lot of nothing at the moment. They left Vial on 2. I guess representing Champion of the Parish. Not Champion of the Parish. Thalia's Lieutenant, sorry. Champion of the Parish is this stupid thing. I wonder if this deck needs Nykthos. We did discuss it. There's a chance like a couple of Nykthos would be super good. They would be on this board, wouldn't they? So I'm getting the Wolf Run so that we can try to basically lock the ground up. Okay, I'm very happy with my blocking decision on their turn. This matchup feels tough. We've done, I don't know, semi-efficient things, although we haven't got anywhere near our combo. We need an Awakening. That would be good. Also need to just control the board a bit. Like, we got to kill a thing with Wrenn and 6 and it didn't matter. That's how good Humans is. Okay. So this is basically, I feel like the ground is approximately locked up now. Because they really, really, really don't want to attack into our shit. Like, I would not want to trade my big giant champion for an Arbor Elf. Is that or you flunge, I guess? Yeah, flunge. Fair enough. Do my best to wipe the board. I wonder if I should have named blue with that so I could cast Repudiate. Just thought of that. Then I could have got back Ren and 6 and started pew-pewing stuff. Although all their shit is bigger than Ren range anyway. Reflector Mage? Would be the only thing that would make sense. This isn't good. Yeah, I'm losing a lot of stuff here. Okay. Fire spouts. Probably the only thing that matters. And I'm gonna try tooth and nailing them. Go for this. Sorry about that. Just being, you know, a diligent friend and replying to messages. Mostly from people I don't even like, to be honest. I actually am friends primarily with complete twats. I'll tell you what's not a twat is Fire Spout. Look at this. Woof. Come on, draw it, draw it, draw it. That's as good as I can ask for. That is as good as I can ask for, isn't it? Ren their 1-drop, go from there. Please, God, let their 1-drop be a creature and not a freaking vial. Vials are vile. Okay. Go on, play a Noble Hierarch, sucker. Perfection. One, two, three, four, 5 mana next turn. Not that we've got a ton to do with it. Does it even matter when we're killing all this stuff at 0 cost to ourselves? We've got a Wincon in hand. What are you going to name Bolt again? I bet they don't name Fire Spout. If they named Fire Spout, I would send them a very strongly worded message. It's not a bad one, actually. It protects Ren. It's, yeah, that's a good one. I'm happy with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Still a few turns off of doing anything too exciting. Maybe we'll draw Primeval Titan. That would be fun, wouldn't it? They don't have anything with Flash. That is bizarre. Why would you trade? Primeval Titan is a good name. I will give them that. I'm just trying to control the board for long enough to resolve Tooth and Nail. That was the reason for the fairly aggressive Ren and 6 play. A third one, wow. They just named Titan again because I've hinted that I've got one in my hand. Which isn't the case, but whatever. Well, let's see if they can beat this. Your go. Does Reflector Mage work? Yeah, because it's an ability. Fuck. Well, hopefully they don't have Reflector Mage. They've been stuck on 2 lands for a little while. Woo! Got 'em! Well, submit deck. No fear. Took a game off one of the best decks. Humans is so good. Why is it so good? It's like, it's been good in every meta game, but it still isn't like a huge meta share, and I just find that bizarre. Like, it was good against... I'm not sure how good it was against Hogak, but it was good in the pre-Hogak world, which was pretty grossly unfair. I guess maybe it struggles against Jund. Maybe that's why it's not so big right now, because Jund has just shit tons of removal. Please don't play first. This hand sucks. We need to mull for a Ren or a Fire Spout, don't we? Good. I don't know what I can actually beat, not a lot. That's the best turn 1 we could have seen. Yeah, they don't have whatchamacallit. They don't have Field of Ruin in their deck, so the Stomping Ground is pretty safe. Okay, take my Ren. I am sad. I can't imagine a world they don't take Ren in. Pretty good. This Blossoming Defense looks awful. Okay, that's pretty good. They can't really attack now because of the Blossoming Defense, which they, I think, know about. This side of the deck feels awful weird when you've sided out the Awakenings, but I guess they're still fine with each other and with Titan. Now they can attack. Ooh. Jesus. That's so many damages. That's a shitload of damages. Very silly of me to discard a land. Not to discard, to waste a land. I think we're losing anyway. But obviously now we can tooth and nail for 7 and still have a lot of impact. We don't have to tooth and nail for 9. We've got 5, we would have had 6, so we'd have had the out of top decking. But I suppose we jumped blocking anyway. That's 11 and we're on 10. I'm going to concede. We're not winning. Let's try and get the consolation 2-3. That would be really, I think, quite marvellous. Trying to think of ways to improve this deck in the future. The Blossoming Defences have felt weird. And the Repudiates. And I don't know. I basically want to try more of a mono green Devotion shell with the Awakenings and like a couple of Nexuses as, you know, sort of fun cards within that. I'm not sure how good. I think Monvuli Acid Moss might be quite good as well, because you're quite good at playing like a land destruction based control game, and Acid Moss also ramps. I'm going to show you guys something cool. This was a terrible idea I had that I got quite far through. So this is Mono Green Devotion. Sorry if the camera can't pick it up. All in Russian. There's some Russian Genesis waves. Russian coursers, Russian carven caryatids, wistful selkies, Russian, what are they called? What's that card called? Burning Tree Emissaries. A load of matching Russian forests, Russian Jiraga Tree Speakers, Russian Arbor Elves, Russian Utopia Sprawls, Russian Oaths of Nissa. So as you can see, I committed quite hard to this incredibly bad idea and then didn't finish it. I am mulliganing. I guess we have to keep this shit. We're not going to win. So yeah, I was trying to build all Russian, all original printings. We cannot beat any Mox Opal deck with this hand. And we only have 2 Nature's Claims in the board. This might be rough. Great draw. Unbelievable draw. Yeah, I love Mono Green Devotion. Oh dear. I don't want to play against Hangerback Walker. That's a shame. That would normally be epic against a Hangerback Walker cast for 2 mana. If only they weren't cheating. The only thing we can realistically snipe with Wrenn would be a Steel Overseer, so I guess that's the best thing we can see. Scrapyard Recombiner, what the shit is this? 3 mana for a 2/2 modular. Sack an artifact. Search your library for a construct. Seems good in this deck. Okay. We are kind of doing things. That I will concede. Like, I can't moan too much about this mull. We've drawn incredibly well since the actual mulligan. I guess we just need to try to stall out until we can do something significant. What would that look like? Probably starts with tutoring for a Primeval Titan next turn. I guess they can go get a Ravager. I'll go get Ballista, sure. That's very good here. So get a 3/3 Ballista and go pew pew pew. And then attack Wrenn. Or maybe they just go pew pew. That's fine too. Yeah, that makes some sense to me. We're not going to get to block with this, are we? Get that thing dead. It just doesn't feel like we're doing anything close to as powerful as what Hardened Scales can do. It's a bit sad, really. I assume they kill Wrenn and then maybe pump this one more time. Maybe they kill Wrenn and put me to 11. All these messages, very annoying. Piss. Not sure how much point there is in us carrying on. Yeah, I'm going to scoop it up. I don't want to show them too much more of the deck. By showing them primal commands, it's quite a lot of information that we're like a green devotion deck, whereas they might have thought we were a weird build of Ponza. I think we have to go fast, so I'm going to do the same sideboarding I did against humans, which was nearly good enough, plus some Nature's Claims. And cut this package again. The scryings again feel weird-ish. I'm wondering if I should have cut the scryings. This hand is good. I think I'm supposed to slow roll the Arbor Elf until after I've cast Fire Spout. Nature's Claim would be a nice one, so we can do something with our turn. It's fine. I'm just going to make sure I try and get 2 things with this Fire Spout. No, I might not get a chance to get 2 things. We'll see. Opponent's playing slow. They must be short of mana, maybe? Oh shit, shouldn't have let that resolve. Maybe they'll just name Ren and 6. If they name Windswept Heath, I'm in a ton of trouble. Fuck me. Can I get a Nature's Claim, please, deck? Goddamn Pithing Needle. They just name Arbor Elf and then I don't really have stuff. The drawing the second Windswept Heath is what makes this really awkward. I think opponent is definitely guilty of like giving up too much of their primary game plan in order to fuck about. I think I had a free attack last turn, only for 1 point, which I missed. And now it's not free anymore. We're in so much trouble. The one saving grace being that they do at least not have a hardened scales in play. Doesn't mean I think we're quite close to dying to infect anyway. Very close to rage quitting. Give it one more turn. I do not see a way out. I mean, Fire Spout is looking incredible. It will make them go all in on the Ravager, I guess. It won't kill them. But we need to draw an untapped mana source ASAP. If we don't draw untapped mana this turn, or like exactly Nature's Claim, I think we're fucked. Okay, let's see what happens. Like this was as good as this could have gone, and I think we're still dead. Oh yeah, that's lethal. Yeah, that is lethal. Oh, it's such a good deck. So there you go, we went a mighty 1 and 4. Which I guess was par for the course, all things considered. Like, it is a pile. Yeah, what can I say? There's quite a lot I would like to change, but like I feel as though this is quite a good, because it's instant speed and it's basically a 1-card combo, because it's pretty low cost to put some Nexuses in your deck. I feel as though this might be better as a finisher in a control deck. At an event I was participating in recently, there was someone playing like a Bant deck with this as a finisher, and they did quite well. I think they top 8'd, and I believe it was playing blue and white for Small Teferi for protection, and it was basically a control deck. I don't know if they were playing the Spell Queller Small Teferi situation that's very fashionable at the moment or not. I can't remember in that much detail, but that version looked quite good. And I also think, obviously, good old Green Devotion has a place in the new format, if the new format's a bit slower and a bit fairer, and, you know, I think Green Devotion is a legit combo deck. I'm not sure how well I like the Vitu-Gazus in this shell, but I can kind of see where he was coming from, if that makes sense. Also, I did change a handful of cards from his original list, literally a handful, but it might be enough to make a difference. So if I've ruined your deck, Jamie, I apologise. I did my best. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you brew around this very powerful, very cool card and have more success than I did, and then come back to me with some sweet lists for me to play. Yeah, thank you for watching. Have a good day.